All right, crew. Rachel from Cap and Cork again. Hey, I'm here from behind the camera. I am in the wine section. So this one's a little more difficult simply because it has a bigger selection and we all have those particular things that are specific to our palates. So I am going to give us a few options here of what we might have to offer and things that you can ask for by name or even explore and say, I want a nice Pinot Noir, and maybe they can give you some options within that realm. So let's start off with some of our local crews. So let's see here. We have the cult classic favorites like 2E's Plunk. Is one that I know everybody enjoys. One thing you might not have tried before, and I know it's in a few of our locations but not everywhere, is the Petite Plunk. Let me see if I can get that focused for you there. And this little guy, don't let him fool you. He's a little bit sweeter than your regular Plunk, but does have the 18% alcohol there. So keep that one in mind if you want to try something a little bit different from a local crew here at 2E's. Also, classic summer sweet wine from our friends at Country Heritage is their blueberry wine. That one's a great one to ask for. And let's see. Another favorite from Country Heritage, and this isn't us being biased necessarily, but our private label, George wine that we had selected and bottled specifically for George Lebemoff here at Cap and Cork. A couple that are a little bit nicer, but worth the investment, I guess is the way I would put it. Austin Hope, the 2018 is now available, and this cab is just delicious, and I think it's a fast favorite for a lot of our cab drinkers out there, as well as those that don't necessarily normally look for a cab. Here is a great California Red, again from Orin Swift, 8 years in the desert. I just love their packaging. That's probably just me being a girl, but it's also a great wine, and so that's another great one to ask for. And looking at some of you might recall, we had Pierre and Sheena from one of our partners in France come over and do a wine tasting at the end of last year with a bunch of French wines. So we still have some of their offerings, and I will include a link to their social media in the description on this one. They're really fun to follow and watch. They have a little farm essentially in France with cows and chickens and amongst all of their vineyard. So this one is probably one of my favorites from their selection. It's a Sauvignon Blanc called Margot, but I love the packaging and the coloring on the bottle. It's just beautiful. Not to mention a delicious wine. Summer and spring makes me think rosé on the patio. So a couple options for those. We do have the Belle Rouge is a popular one, not a crazy price point either. I think it's like $12.99 on when it comes to that one. So that one's perfect for summer. And then I have friends that are huge fans of the Apothic brand, and so there's also the Apothic Rosé that would be a nice offering as well. So those are a couple to keep in mind. Also, this one's a newer one to our shelves. This one's a Pinot Noir that came from Joseph Wagner, who is the winemaker for Caymus. He's done a lot of great offerings. So this one's an excellent one to ask for and expand if that's something that you are looking to explore during your time in quarantine. All right, guys, I'm going to move on to the next section. And just like I keep mentioning, call ahead. Ask our staffers to help guide you through the selection process if you don't know specifically what you're looking for, and we'll do our best, and we'll all get through this together.